Hey guys, I'm Radek from Dwomli, and today we will see if DigitalOcean is the best hosting in 2020. Remember, if you like the video, give us a like, subscribe our channel and turn on notifications. Today, we will talk about hosting. Hosting is something super important if we are developers or business owners in IT especially. Even if we are gardeners, we will have a website or e-commerce and we will need some storage where we will store our application or website or e-commerce. So I decided to take a look on some most popular hostings that we will be able to host our stuff. There is a few most known, like Amazon, there is Google, there is Microsoft, it's like Scaleway, Linode or DigitalOcean. And today we will review DigitalOcean. We will see their pricing for instances, we will see their file storage possibilities and managed databases, if it's a competition for their services or not. Let's start. I have one special gift for you. Because you are watching our video, you are able to take free coupon for $100 to use on DigitalOcean. How to use the coupon you can see in the description of the video. Feel free to use it, test DigitalOcean and tell us if you like. Let's start with pricing. DigitalOcean, if we compare with the smallest companies, maybe will be a bit more expensive, but still offers much more of services like managed databases, etc. We will tell about later. But if we will compare it to the most known like Amazon or Microsoft, looks much better with pricing, especially the most standard services. So for instance like the smallest one, it costs $5 and we get 1 GB of RAM, 25 gigs of SSD, 1 core processor and 1 tera of transfer. It's cheap, maybe it's not enough for bigger application, but still you can start with that. Next, it grows with performance, so it means, for example, for $20 you can get like 4 gigs of RAM, about 80 gigs of SSD and 4 tera of transfer. It should be enough for start some backend for application that can handle few thousand users even at the moment, so I would say it's okay. If we talk about distributions, here we should be happy. We can select from FreeBSD, Fedora, Ubuntu, Debian or even stuff like Rancher OS. If it's not enough for us, we can go with one of the one-click install applications from Marketplace. It's a really cool feature. If we talk about locations, it's much smaller amount of selection than, for example, Amazon. But still, it should be enough for us. We have few locations in North America, we have New York, we have San Francisco or Toronto, we have 2 locations in Asia, one is Bangalore and one is Singapore, and few locations in Europe. There we have like Amsterdam, Frankfurt and probably London, I would need to check. So I would say it's enough for our users to minimize latency even if the final user is at the end of the world. Always we have some possibility to solve that problem. It's a really good feature. It's one-click installs. So with DigitalOcean we can go to their marketplace and select one of about 200 ready to install applications. We can just select something like Node.JS or MySQL or even Minecraft server. Just click on that and create installs with pre-configured application. It's super useful. We can use it a lot, especially when we have some bigger needs and would like to set up something quickly. Of course, always is better to set up custom configuration if we care about security, performance, etc. But if we do not have enough knowledge for that, or if we have no time, it's much better to just click, set up instance and start, for example, playing Minecraft or using Node.js server. It's a really cool feature. About authentication, here we have two really easy and simple way to set up and for login. The first one is password. Password is not the best way to handle your authentication to your server. It's not very secure. If somebody will know your password, it can be painful for your company or for your project. But you can set up SSH key. It works like you have your public key from your computer, you pass it to the hosting and only your computer can log there. Of course, it's not 100% secure, but if you will combine it with firewall methods like locking ports only for your IP or closing all of the ports, it can be, I would say, better than just password or just public key, and this can be kinda secure. Of course, always will be the method to hack your hosting, but still, I would say in most of cases is enough to secure your application. Backups are super important thing for your infrastructure, not only for your personal computer, for your smartphone, even for your own private videos, photos. Backups are something that everybody has to do. And I would say people are only two types of people who don't do backups yet and people who started doing backups after some accident. So in DigitalOcean you have this option to set up automatic weekly backups that will cost only $8 per month, but they will make smaller cost of your instance, so in reality it's something about $5 per month. And it's super useful to have them, because if something will happen you can just click the button later and restore whole of your instance, whole of your systems. It's really useful to have. About databases, actually you can set up your own instance, configure it, install database there, maintain the backups by yourself. In some cases it can be cheaper, I wouldn't say faster and more secure. Oh, of course, if you set up a really good security, it can be secure, it can be fast, it can be cheap, but you will spend a lot of time and you will need a lot of knowledge to set up own instance, especially for database. But thankfully to the bigger companies we have solutions like AWS RDS, MongoDB Atlas, it's for Mongo, or for example DigitalOcean databases. Here we have selection of PostgreSQL, MySQL and Redis, and we can just click and set up our database. It starts from $15 per month for 1 GB of database, 1 GB RAM database. I would say for a project with few thousand users it's totally enough. You shouldn't have problem with performance even with the smallest instances, but here you have automatic backups in Amazon as well, and I'm not sure about MongoDB Atlas, but I suppose yes. So here you have automatic backups that you don't have to maintain by yourself. If you have some problems with performance, have more users, just is enough to click and have bigger instance. So I would say it's good to have this solution, especially if we use DigitalOcean instances, so we don't need to have instance in another data center and have this latency between them. It's always better to have everything in one data center. About the file storage, actually we can use a lot of places, like even like Google Drive or Dropbox, or we can use some more stuff, OneDrive I would say. But if we would like to have it like easy and user friendly, more developer friendly, even we have two most known alternatives. One is AWS S3 and one is DigitalOcean Spaces. With AWS S3 you don't pay per month, but you pay per usage, so it will be cheaper than DigitalOcean Spaces. But if you have small amount of traffic, if you have bigger amount of traffic, DigitalOcean Spaces will be cheaper because it costs only $5 for unlimited space. What is similar here, actually, DigitalOcean Space works on a really similar way. You can even use AWS S3 to handle your files, upload and maintain them. But with AWS S3, here's one big benefit: you can use them as a static hosting for your applications. With DigitalOcean Space I didn't find this option, and I even checked on their like docs and forum, and for now, as far as I know, it's not possible. So in this case, AWS S3 can be better solution, but still, if you have a lot of data, it's better to use the same data center if you don't have this special need for that. Networks and firewalls, it's something that is crucial for our hosting and for all our IT infrastructure. So in DigitalOcean we have not many possibility of configuring it from the panel. The rest of them we will need to set up inside the instances, but for what I really like DigitalOcean is possibility to, for example, set up like load balancers by click, or set up like firewall and block TCP or UDP ports for IP just for one click. It's like you can do it in 30 seconds and have everything done. So it's a really good idea to have it, but still advanced admins will not be super satisfied, and they will need to go into like instances and set up additional security there. If we go about monitoring, here the most advanced admins will not be super satisfied, I would say, because on, for example, AWS or Google or Microsoft you have much more possibilities to set up alerts. But still, here, if you would like to set up something like overwhelmed instance or too high, for example, CPU, it's super easy. You can set up it by 2 clicks, so a regular user will be super happy with the simplicity. If you have like special needs, probably you will need to use some like third-party software or go into instances and start setting stuff inside. Still, you have this possibility, but I would say for simple project you can just set up few things and that's it. I have one special gift for you. Because you are watching our video, you are able to take free coupon for $100 to use on DigitalOcean. How to use the coupon you can see in the description of the video. Feel free to use it, test DigitalOcean and tell us if you like it. I can summarize all of the things that we are speaking here, and I can say DigitalOcean has pros and cons. It's a really good solution for most of the users. Just if you are super advanced admin or you plan like huge infrastructure, probably Amazon or Microsoft or even Google will have bigger offer for you. But if you have no special needs, and even if you would like to set up 100 instances, don't need any special tools, set up databases and like file storage, some monitoring, I would say it's perfect match, and it's much simpler to start because you have few possibilities here. You do not need to spend like hours, days or sometimes even weeks. For example, course for Amazon architects it takes like tens of hours to spend to learn about all of that services, know what is for what, especially now when serverless is going into marketplace, you need to spend tons of time to learn all of the new services. In DigitalOcean you have not this problem, and you can just start, set up instance, set up the distribution what you need, set up database and file storage, and actually that's it. You have simple infrastructure. If you would like to add more things, you can set up more instances, put connection between them, set up microservices. So I would say for most of the users, most of the companies, it's even more than you need. So you need to decide what type of project, what type of infrastructure you are planning to build, and next decide if it's a good solution for you. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, remember about thumb up, subscribing our channel and turning on notifications, and see you in the next video. Bye!